Keepers nervous, strikers, they'll deliver. Crowd roars erupted, you can feel the quake. 80,000 voices.
Chelsea fans, I know you agree. Maresca is indeed playing with fire. Another disappointing performance. The only bright spot to this is that Chelsea actually qualified to the next round, but battered and bruised by Legia Warsaw. That's the 5th or 6th best team in Poland. It was a shambolic performance, poor performance. Yes, he had possession, but just to get this out there, the officiating was poor in this game, very, very poor. Because Chelsea scored 2 good goals. I wonder how they chopped off for offside. And then to even start the game, that penalty against Jorgensen, wasn't the penalty. He clearly caught the ball. And it seemed to me like there was very, very selective use of VAR in this game. So that was just shocking for me to see from an officiating standpoint. But the refusal of the team to be dynamic, I'm sure, this is more of Enzo Maresca sort of tactics, or what is instructed the players to do. Because at some point, Tosin Adebayo would have, had opportunities to clear the balls. He just didn't. That just tells you that's some instruction from the bench. That's some instruction from the dressing room, from Enzo Maresca. Then, Tuco Cucurella, the best player on the pitch for Chelsea. Why? Alberto Malo Gusto. Didn't quite get it. Palmer again struggled today, struggled really badly, and was almost injured. So I have to go back to the officiating again. The referee was allowing things to go, fouls on Chelsea players that I just couldn't understand why he was allowing them to go. Not making any excuses for Chelsea whatsoever. Not making an excuse for Enzo Maresca, because he is playing with fire. People say, oh, you want Enzo Maresca out? I don't want him out. I'm not saying he should be sacked. But the way he decides to run the team, the way he decides to set the team up, the way he decides to put players out on the pitch, the instruction he decides to give to the coaches, give to the players, that will lead to him getting sacked or remaining in the job. I know some people will come on and tell me about half spaces, XY spaces. You have the best right back in the world. You have him playing in the midfield. You have one of the best right backs, your best young right backs in the world in Malo Gusto. You have him sitting on the bench, and when he comes on, he goes on to play left back. So, Enzo Maresca, no, he's not doing himself any favors. He just isn't. He just isn't. He's only fortunate today that Chelsea has already done the job. Against Legia Warsaw away 3-0, so losing 2-1 still meant that Chelsea qualified for the next phase 4-2. So, but if you play against Real Betis this way, you're going to lose. Then going on to some players, some more players to talk about. Madueke came on and looked lively. Sancho looked a bit lively as well. Tyreek George came on and looked lively. But do you know one person that did not look lively? That was Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson is, I wouldn't say useless, but he's not good enough. He just isn't good enough. He just isn't good enough. At least to be a striker. No. Not at any level. Not at any level. Because each time the crosses come into the box, he doesn't look interested. He shows no desire to get onto the ball. Because sometimes you may say player is not that good in the box, and he makes the very obvious runs, but you see the desire. But Jackson makes no desire to make any sort of runs in the box. He shows zero desire. In this game, that was very evident. I know that people come up to want to defend Jackson. That's what people do. Fine, you can defend him if you want, but his performance today was so bad. So bad. One of the few things I would give Enzo Maresca credit for today in this game was he took off Jackson. Because Jackson was so bad, so poor. Come next season, Chelsea wouldn't finish in top 4 if you don't get the proper striker. If you don't get the proper striker, Jackson wouldn't finish in top 4. And this whole business of being so slow, for the build-up to be so slow, so tepid, so predictable. Now, passing out from the back via short passes, used to be a thing because it was unpredictable for the opponent. Because you're not usually used to, a defender playing short passes out from the back. So you drop off them and then they build up from the back. But now, when the short passes from the back become overly predictable, and the opposition like Liga Warsaw today knew what you know to expect from Chelsea, then the whole essence of playing from the back doesn't seem so revolutionary. Then the topic I must talk about, another issue, is Jorgensen. Philip Jorgensen, I don't know what data set that Blueco clearly Capital Scouts looked at, but they must have looked at the wrong data sets. They must have been looking at the wrong set of data. For me, he should be placed on the same shelf as Robert Sanchez come the end of the season, and he should go. There's no point. Petrovic and Mike Penders should come in, or you sign some other keeper. But Jorgensen, Robert Sanchez, they're birds of a feather. They're just not good enough. They're so poor, so bad. Jorgensen can't save a shot to save his life. Like if you tell Jorgensen right now that we're going to sentence you to a life sentence, but just make a comfortable save, he will just be locked up instantly, sentenced to life imprisonment because he isn't good enough. The simplest of shots, he makes it seem like he's been shot with a tanker. He is just so bad. He's just so bad. Good with the ball at his feet. Maybe he comes out and becomes a number 6. Comes out and joins Caicedo as a number 6. But when it comes to doing the primary thing that is expected of a goalkeeper, he is too bad. He is so bad. His shot saving ability is so bad. His command of his box is so bad. So bad. So bad. So I don't know what data set, what statistics they looked at, when he was at Villarreal for him to get signed. But for me, he isn't just good enough. Himself, Robert Sanchez, should be gone. And Enzo Maresca, this way he decided to play today, I think he must have ingrained it in the players. Don't you go long. Don't ever go long. So even when there are spaces in behind, don't go long. Just play it short. Even if you have the player sitting right on your neck, don't try to do anything else. Just pass the ball short. And he is unfortunately suffering from what this sort of modern coaches suffer from right now. And that is philosophy without substance. Oh, my philosophy. Oh, my style of play. Oh, this is why I like to play. You're not winning anything. People can be pragmatic on the pitch, can be dynamic on the pitch. So for me, officiating was bad, I agree. But the play itself was even worse, was terrible. And Enzo Maresca's tactics was even more horrible. Was horrible, like just horrible, horrible. I don't even have the adjectives to qualify. It was very, very horrible. And if he decides to keep on setting up the team like this, whatever he gets, he gets. And before I go, I just want to say this. It seems like a different topic, but anybody that comes up to tell me that Enzo Maresca is even in the same realm as Carlo Ancelotti, you need to get your eyes washed and your mouth rinsed, and probably get the earwax cleaned out of your ears because you don't know what you're talking about. So I don't know if you're just fan, if you enjoyed this game. I didn't. So hopefully I'll see you on yet another video. To have a splendid rest of your evening. Don't let the game bother you too much. Try and have a good night's sleep. So stay well and stay blessed.